morning and welcome to the Stahls TV Morning Show. I'm Zach.
I'm Courtney.
And I'm Josh, and we have an exciting episode for you here on Halloween week. As you can see, we've all dressed up in our best costumes.
Yes.
And we're not going to talk about Halloween today. And the reason why is, as an apparel decorator, we think that you should plan ahead specifically for these holidays in order to capitalize the most and make the most money from them. At this point in the game, we're already too close to the actual event, and it would be really tough to sort of react, respond, and scramble to execute any ideas that we could show you today. So for those of you that are already realizing sales from Halloween this week, congratulations, you did your homework. And for those that haven't, let's work on planning ahead. Specifically, we're going to talk today about gift-giving holidays with a focus on Christmas gifts. These gifts could be for any holiday that would allow for you to give a gift as a personalized product. So do you want to talk to decorators about some of those holidays and about planning a calendar in their business?
Yeah, sure. I mean, calendars are essential to a business owner's success. Not only from planning for these types of holidays and gift giving, but I mean, what are you going to be doing today? What are you going to be doing next week? Planning for all of that and executing on the plan is extremely important. You're going to sit down with a calendar in front of you for the next 12 to 18 months and kind of walk through what holidays are coming up, how can you prepare for them. You probably do this every week when you prep your calendar for what meetings do I have, what sales calls am I making, those types of things. Most successful businesses do that. So it shouldn't be any different when it comes to planning for what types of items you're going to be offering for different seasons. We know that Christmas is coming up. I know the season's greeting signs were going up in downtown Pittsburgh this weekend. Saw that on the news. So people are thinking about Christmas already. You should be too. As we look a little bit further than just Christmas, we will look at some specific items later in the show about that. But jump to January, February, you need to start thinking about Valentine's Day. It's a big gift-giving holiday where personalization is required. And when you get into March, you start talking about St. Patrick's Day, where you have events that we can plan for, from buying things that are green and gold to whatever it is that we have going on in our local town for St. Patrick's Day. But one of the biggest holidays that people tend to forget about until it's almost time is Mother's Day.
Yeah, gotta get that gift for mom.
Exactly, and Mother's Day is absolutely huge for personalization. Some of Stahls' largest customers and the largest personalizers out there in the U.S., Mother's Day is their #2 holiday right behind Christmas.
Wow. And then, of course, add Father's Day to that, and personalization is just huge in gift giving. There's almost always an opportunity for that, even birthdays. So Courtney, when you start to look at different designs and ways to capitalize on personalized products, where do we start?
Well, we start, I think, with the fonts and the different types of personalization that we're offering. So a lot of people offer, just from embroidery or from heat transfers, a lot of monogramming we still see throughout the personalization industry, and then we're still seeing a lot of script fonts, a lot of small detailed things, so things you would see on Things Remembered or at personalizationmall.com or different sites like that do a whole lot of personalization.
Good. So with this in mind, we've sort of gathered our top 10 personalized items, not really top 10, but 10 ideas to give you some unique things and talk specifically about finishes and ways to incorporate personalized products into your business as you plan for these holidays. So let's kick off with number 1 here, and that is a tote bag that's been personalized with a pretty unique product here. So talk to us about that look, Courtney.
Yeah, so this was just actually a felt tote bag from CMR that we personalized with a name. This is a good opportunity to be able to package together with other gifts for the holidays. So if you're printing, imagine being able to personalize a bag for a customer and dropping in different gifts and things like that so they can add it all together for a complete look. I personally like the distressed applique on here. It gives kind of a unique look, what we're seeing trending a lot for teenagers and for that market if that's what you're specifically going after.
So this isn't an actual sewn product, although we're kind of getting a sewn look, correct?
Correct, yeah. All of these looks actually been created with a heat press. This is just a heat transfer, no embroidery required, which makes it nice for that personalization on the bottom.
Good, and you notice the colorway, how it coordinates nice to the item, so it's more than just picking any old bag and dropping these pre-sewn distress letters on it. It's trying to coordinate your look so you get this nice finished result, and you can buy these lettering kits already in packs. So basically, we're doing on-demand customization. If you have that retail environment where there may be an impulse buy for those last-minute shoppers, this is a great opportunity to be able to customize and let them get something really special with heat printing.
Absolutely. How much would you say one of these bags is going to sell for?
We'd probably be looking somewhere around $15 to $20 in selling price for a personalized bag like this.
Yeah, and ultimately it's costing us $7 all in with lettering and the bag. So let's toggle over to our number 2 look. And in this particular case, we're looking at these plaid pants, pajama pants from Boxercraft. What product is on these, Courtney?
This is actually cad-cut glitter flakes, so of course we added a little bit of bling and a darker color to complement the flannel print that we saw on these pants. This is a huge gift idea for if you're in a college town. A lot of bigs and littles and sororities will get each other gifts for the holidays. They usually like them personalized with a nickname or a name or a logo. This is a huge selling opportunity there. Even if you're not in a college town, this offers an idea for personalization for teenagers and different markets like that where they're in college and they need some dorm pants or something with their name and their logo on it.
I'm pretty sure you just started talking a foreign language. Bigs and littles.
Bigs and
Can
littles,
you clarify
yeah.
that for us in the audience?
Yeah, so sororities traditionally have a big and a little, and they're sisters in the sisterhood of Greek sororities. So they're traditionally, if you're in that market, they're going in, they're looking for gifts with that kind of thing on there, and it may even say just big or little.
Good, good. And then even for parents that you may sell to in your retail space, this is a great opportunity when the kid comes home for Christmas and they go to a university to have a product all buttoned up, perhaps paired with the top with the same design to really drive up the selling price. And what would we sell these for, Zach?
I think we're going to go for somewhere around $25 to $35 easily. Well, our cost on them was, I'm sorry, I don't remember how much that was.
The cost I have here for these is $9.95 for the pants, about 50 cents for the customized glitter.
Yeah, I think we're selling for $35 just based on the market.
Okay, excellent. Our third look, sticking with the female theme here, is our hanging toiletry bag, which is a really unique item that Courtney was able to source and customize with cad-cut holograms. So talk to us about the material, the design, the bag, what's happening here.
Yeah, so I love this look because it's one of those unique, really essential items that you don't think to ask for, but they're a perfect gift for anybody who travels. It adds the personalization and a monogram with cad-cut hologram, which actually is kind of an iridescent metallic foil look, so it just adds a very blingy effect to a very understated bag. Very practical, very essential in anybody's gift ideas.
This is also a great example for those of you who cut your own materials of understanding the limitations of the material that you're using. So it has an excellent iridescent, eye-catching finish. However, this particular material doesn't wash as well as some of the standard heat transfer films that Stahls manufactures. So putting it on an item that doesn't require laundering is a great idea to put this material into use.
Yeah, and if you dig a little bit deeper into a blank wholesaler's catalog such as Sanmar, this came from Sanmar, which is a well-known industry supplier, and it's an $8 item, add about 50 cents in customization, and we're selling this upwards of $20 to $25 depending on how big of a rush the customer is to get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So with that, let's turn it over to the heat press here. And we're actually going to take a look in person live at our number 4 item. Talk to us about what we're going to do here, Courtney.
Yeah, so we're going to do a little hands-on application as well to show you how some of the different items were printed. All of the items you're seeing here today were printed in a Stahls TV class that can be found on stahlstv.com called Complete the Perfect Gift. And I think the iPad case that I'm going to be decorating here is actually a perfect idea of that. When you look at Black Friday sales and different promotions throughout the holidays, the most popular gift that people purchase is always an iPad or a tablet or a laptop. So being able to personalize this with a monogram, with glitter, with bling is a huge selling opportunity to add and package together with that. So personalizing the tablet case, which is 100% neon, is super easy with the Fusion heat press. I just have took the tab part of the iPad case off of the platen. That way I get accurate pressure. It'll lay flat here so I don't have to worry about sticking anything on the inside of the neoprene case. I've cut a monogram with cad-cut glitter flake and hologram silver for the personalization element. This works great for teens, friends, children, different markets. And I'm just going to quickly apply it at 320 degrees for 10 seconds, which is what's recommended for glitter flake.
Okay, good. So the actual cost of this design, about a 4x4, is about 25 cents or something to cut and produce?
Yep, for you to cut it yourself on your vinyl cutter and weed your own. So I'll peel back that carrier there, and we've got a completed, personalized iPad case.
Wow, that's quick. So I understand there's some questions coming in, so if we can sort of turn it over, and we'll come back to the wide angle here, and feel free to throw those questions at Courtney.
There's only one question, and it's just saying that they notice a lot of sites for personal personalization will have suggested wording, and you fill in the blank for the name. But they want to know where you're going to find that wording from.
For the wording is to, like, how to personalize it onto the item, or just specifically with script fonts?
They're just asking, do you know if there is a site where they can find the suggested wording?
I'm not aware of any. I don't know if Josh or Zach are aware of any sites with the suggested wording.
Well, I think the thing that I would lend there is just go to somebody that does personalization well. So whether that's a Things Remembered site that's in the mall, or whether that's a personalizationmall.com, there's a lot of different opportunities to sort of look at people that are already doing personalized products. Even at gifts.com, look at the layouts, the styling, and be able to sort of change that out and recreate that in a program like CADWorks Live. Perfect opportunity. So of course you can be inspired by other ideas and sort of take your own path with those to make it applicable to your customers.
Good, thanks, Josh.
Any other questions right now?
Yeah, there's nothing else.
Okay, good. So let's talk about our number 5 item.
So number 5 is more personalized opportunities for being able to, again, package with gifts and put together a complete look. So if you're giving wine bottles or any type of bottle to your customers, or to your customers are giving it to their friends for the holidays, then a customized wine tote, which this is 100% felt wine tote from SanMar, is another perfect opportunity for personalizing. So this, again, flat item, very easy to press on my 16 by 20 plat, and if I just lay this flat on here, I've gotten my same monogram. So just being able to use the same type of logo over and over again on multiple items, whether you're selling to maybe a sister or an aunt, or personalizing for a children's, like the iPad case. We'll just hit this again for 320 degrees, 10 seconds.
Yeah, the great thing is once you have the design created, see how many personalized products you can sell to one customer, right?
Yeah.
And this particular item is very low cost, about $1.50 for the wine tote, and still looking at the same quarter for the customization.
Absolutely, and there's a lot of opportunities, not only personalizing it with their own initials, but if you're giving them for gifts, being able to create something like a Merry Christmas logo on there and maybe personalizing it with the person who's giving a name. That way you can sell a case or so to multiple customers and not just one.
Okay, great. Let's switch over to our number 6 item, and now we're going to do an oversized print with a blanket.
We are. So the blanket is actually a great opportunity for personalizing for a variety of markets. And when you're looking outside of just the holidays, if you're printing for maybe weddings or for any personalization, maybe even Mother's Day for a mom, an oversized blanket like this, personalized. This is just 100% cotton sweatshirt blanket from SanMar. I ordered it in a neon pink color, but there's a ton of school shades as well if you're selling to different teams and markets. This is going to allow me to just lay out the one portion of my sweater. I'll let the bulk all hang below here on my Fusion heat press. And I'm going to add another personalized monogram look in cad-cut glitter flake. And this is for another market, like as if I'm printing for maybe a dorm room or for a daughter or something like that.
Yeah.
But of course, I could easily put an initial for a wedding.
Now, viewers will see in just a second as you lay that down, there's an anchor as part of that design.
Correct.
I just noticed in shopping and searching through Pinterest that, anchors, owls, elephants, all those types of things are really big to combine with personalization right now, those graphic elements.
Absolutely. So anytime you can add this into the monogram personalization and being able to mix and match those different designs, that'll work. This design specifically is about 15 by 17, so you can see how it fits perfectly onto my 16 by 20 plat. And if you have a larger design, you could easily line it up at the table and press it in one application. I'm also pressing this in a corner application, which creates a unique look when you lay it out on a bed or on a couch.
Yeah, so $12.99 for the blanket, about $1.50 for the 15 by 17 customization. And this is a high-end item. We're talking about, what, $50 price points for something like this?
Absolutely, and there's so many markets you can reach with this. Obviously, the glitter is perfect for any teen, children's, college-aged market, but also there's opportunities, again, for weddings, personalizing with regular colors and basic colors there. For schools, for teams, there's a whole lot of opportunities with this very fast and easy to decorate item.
Good. All right, so we're going to launch a poll right now as Courtney rejoins us back at the table. And the blanket's not included in the first set, but we want you to rate the first 5 products that we demonstrated for you today. And which one's your favorite? We're just curious to know what you think you can sell and what you like. So we will launch that, and that poll should be up on screen. So if you just take a couple seconds to fill that out, and then Joe will close it off and share the results with us.
your favorite?
Mine is definitely the blanket. It was
Ah.
fast, it was easy, it was
That
big
wasn't
and blingy.
included in this.
That's unfair.
That's in the next section.
Oh, well.
Sorry.
All right, out of the first five,
Out of the
which one's
first
your
five.
favorite?
Then the wine tote. I'll
Wine
definitely take
tote,
the wine
okay.
tote. Absolutely.
Yeah. What would we sell the wine tote for? I don't think we covered that.
No, we didn't. We said it was very inexpensive to decorate at like $1 to $2, and I think we're selling it 10 to 15 bucks.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's a good, memorable gift. So what are our results there, Joe?
So on the what is your favorite look of the first five, I have the sweatpants at 62%,
Whoa.
the distressed tote at 23%,
Okay.
15% for the toiletry bag.
Is that it? No votes for the wine tote or the tablet slave?
Now that's apparently where they all went with this.
Okay, great. So the flannel pants are certainly popular. There's a variety of styles and patterns from boxercraft.com, so we'd encourage you to check that out. They're also a Stahls TV sponsor as well. So for our number 7 look, we're going to transition over a bit to more men's style personalization. And this particular item that you're going to see on screen is an actual stadium chair. And you can see this has been personalized, particularly for a dad. So you see a lot of the football mom shirts or fan jerseys in the stand with glitter. But hey, don't leave dad or grandpap out. And this is a nice and easy way to create a cool gift.
Yeah, I think it's also a great example of how to pair with other items that are personalized. I think this pairs very easily with the blanket that we just decorated, not necessarily with the same type of logo, but if you could translate that dad into a mom, sell the stadium chair and the blanket together, you're probably looking at a $75 to $80 tandem sale for basically using the same graphic, same amount of material.
Yeah, and one thing I do want to point out on this design, if we're decorating for the Falcons football team in this case, notice how the personalization area is very easy, very interchangeable. So we can even, if we have an order for 50 of these, we can get the bottom part screen printed and simply add a vinyl cut personalization onto the top as a name drop.
Yeah.
So our number 8 item, which happens to be my favorite, not trying to sway the vote or anything, is for our grill master, Joe Kaczynski, also our video production manager working the 1s and 2s over there.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about this isn't from an industry supplier, right, Courtney?
It is not. We actually sourced this from Amazon. So we just found an inexpensive place to buy a grill case that had all of the utensils, everything set in there. It was 100% polyester, very easy to personalize with something like cad-cut fashion film, and it gave us a great personalized item.
Good. And obviously we remove the utensils before we heat print it,
Yeah.
right? And use your pillows, pads, or optional platens to get to this customization area. But a great opportunity. What do you think we can sell this one for?
I think we purchased it for around $20, including the utensils. I think it's an easy $50 sale for, especially as a Christmas gift, maybe a last-minute item.
Good. Hopefully you're starting to see the dollar signs add up. You just have to figure out how to target and sell these products, which we'll talk about momentarily. Our number 9 item is for that hunting enthusiast like Courtney. And so this is a nice little gun case. You want to talk about this?
Yeah, so again, we sourced this gun case from Amazon. We just found an inexpensive gun case. It was also 100% polyester, so very easy to print. And then we did the large oversized print on a 16 by 20 with a pillow, but it gave me an opportunity to add personalization to the person that maybe I was giving a gift of a gun to for the holidays.
Yeah, and this is actually a mossy oak gun case, so it's a branded gun case, the high-end, or sort of middle-of-the-road gun case, I guess. But the point is, you can purchase these products and you can heat print them after the fact, which presents tremendous opportunity to get into different higher-end items, add a higher perceived value with personalization, and ultimately make a markup on those items that are already hot and selling.
Yeah, so the fear from a decorator, at least from my perspective, when you tell me that this is a branded item, is what if I mess it up?
Yeah, so agreed. If you mess it up, ultimately you're going to be liable for the damages, but the idea here is that you would source low-temp heat transfer films. And ultimately, when you use stuff that applies around 280, 300 degrees like fashion film, you can start to customize these potentially heat-sensitive items. And at StahlsTV.com, you can watch the session called I Can Press That.
Yeah.
And we do everything from this gun case to a pop-up tent without fear and without damage. It's understanding the right technique and having the confidence.
Sounds good. That was a good answer.
Okay,
I'll
I think it
buy
was.
it.
All right, so let's go over to the heat press one last time for our number 10 and final item of the Stahls TV morning show. And what are we looking at here, Courtney?
So lastly, is we're starting to decorate more for dads, grandpaps, husbands. We're starting to look at higher end items such as outerwear, and this is a golf jacket to package with this new set of clubs for the holidays, or just offer a higher end item to that market. And so we're going to personalize this jacket with just a simple left chest logo with the heat transfer material. And I'm going to just switch out the bottom platen of my Fusion heat press real quick so I can get a perfect application on there. And I'll just do that by turning the gold knob, lifting out my 16 by 20. And then we have the 6 by 10 platen, which I kind of consider the perfect left chest platen for applications. It's a nice side for me to be able to load on this item and get a flat area with all the zippers and bulk hanging below the heat press. So now I can load this on, get a nice flat print area, and I can begin my application.
And for those of you who don't see it, basically the zipper and everything's hanging below. I know we're on the sort of overhead cam here, but you get that nice flat printing area with the bulk of the jacket stuffed below, ultimately dialing in the pressure here to personalize this item.
Now, it seems like most of the items that we're decorating for the men's side are significantly more expensive than the ones that we're decorating on the women's side. Is that a trend that we can expect to make more money from men's personalized gifts than women's, or is that just kind of what we picked today?
Yeah.
I think it just depends on the nature of the item. A lot of the men's items that we've been personalizing are higher end items, but a lot of the women's items you can sell more items that are more into the wine totes, the monogram blanket, things like that are inexpensive for maybe teenagers in that market.
Yeah, I think you can hit higher end on either. It's just a matter of sourcing. I think there's probably less low-end men's items. Not that a wine tote can't be a unisex gift depending on the style, decoration, and the color, but just the idea that we've sourced higher end items for men, but you can do the same thing for ladies as well.
Right, absolutely. And so you could easily do a robe for a mom for the holidays and personalize it the same way we've done all these items.
So I wanted to piggyback, actually, while you're finishing that application on the question that we received earlier. How, especially if we have a storefront, how do we advertise to our customers that we offer this type of personalization service?
So I think with personalization, being able to just show kind of your customers the samples of what you have to offer. So if you have a retail store in your window or out to your customers, you're able to show them these are the top 5 looks for the holidays as you're decorating your window for that event.
Yeah, from a retail standpoint, that's great. Being able to show that and merchandise those looks maybe with a window display or even a display case or rack. If you're selling online, a great way is just to put a sort of calendar even of scheduled posts on Facebook together where we can announce a new personalized item and encourage those last-minute customers to plan ahead, right? I mean, I'm the guy that's always there Christmas Eve and Walmart trying to find a gift, but the idea here is if I'm, yeah, I see you there, but if I'm connected to a brand online, maybe my apparel decorator, and I get some ideas ahead of time, wow, I may pick that up as long as it's in front of me while I'm doing my daily thing on Facebook or whatever it might be.
Okay. I think we had a question or two come in, Joe.
Yeah, we have one question. They'd like to know how you get around just ordering one item for the outerwear, or do you suggest carrying a variety of sizes in stock?
You want to take it?
Yeah, I'll take it. So as far as offering one item, I would traditionally just offer one style of jacket, and then you can choose how you want to handle it. We talked a lot, I think in the last episodes or 2 episodes ago of the morning show, of how to create samples and offer them to your customers. And with that, you may want to offer maybe a small, a medium, and a large, and a double X, and then you'll know which size that everybody seems to fit in, or you can decide to just stock one size and then use the sizing chart from the supplier to go with.
And the reality is you can order just one from a lot of suppliers. Yes, you're going to pay $3, $4 more sometimes per piece, but the idea that you can group your orders and order just one to get it in is fine, because we're making a high markup on these where I can afford a little higher cost. It's not like we're decorating and pricing them as if I'm printing 50 at a time.
Right, exactly. Let's turn the question back to you guys, our viewers, and see which of the final 5 looks was your favorite. So let's launch that poll and just see what you guys thought. We have Courtney's vote.
Can I take the blanket on this one?
Yeah, you can take the blanket.
All right, I'm still taking the blanket.
Josh, do you have a vote in these final 5?
I've already politicked for the grill set.
Oh,
I'm a
yeah,
fan of that.
right. That's right. Okay. I'm on the blanket personally, but let's see what our viewers think.
It's just because you're always cold.
It's true.
All right, let's share the results. And what are our results, Joe?
72% for the blanket,
Yeah.
Done.
10% for the seat cushion,
Okay.
7% for the grill case, 3% for the gun case, and 7% for the golf jacket.
Good. So a pretty good mix. Now, if you want to buy me a gift for Christmas, I'll welcome any of those. So feel free to send those to Stahls to you. No, just kidding. But hopefully this gets your mind going about personalizing different products. Obviously, we showed 10 products here today, none of which were a basic t-shirt or a sweatshirt. So, of course, you can do those items for gift giving, but being able to go and partner up some unique items and show something different, it's possible with heat printing, especially with the right heat press and being able to get that item on your press. So lots of opportunity out there. We wish you a happy Halloween, but we encourage you to start planning on a calendar for the more lucrative holidays that are approaching. Thanks for watching the Stahls TV Morning Show, and we'll talk to you next week.